The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a handoff to Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. Ford now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Takes it to about the 37.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's go do this thing.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 29. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Oh, some strong running. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tannehill. Caught left side, Hopkins. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Stiff-armed him. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stopped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. A toss left, Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's roll.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Down to about the 45. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.